Is the hatch opened at this point? Is there an escape route? The Blitz doesn't make it seem like there is one. They're opting to try and sort of sit and stand their ground and bait time, and there's the spray. There's Beaulo, though, getting Misa in the same second. Soldier gets the first, and Beaulo gets the second. And now it's a 1 versus 1 against the Blitz. Surely Soldier has this in pocket, does the distance, gets the blind and the spray down, but still, big cost of players when you have the man with the blinding iron. It's not able to really secure that. Beaulo, big work to bite into what is the glass of Yas, which is obviously a big part of any push and hold when you attempt it, but also the chance at getting through some of the hard walls here. You've still got, obviously, Selmas that they're having to utilize on towards the hatch itself. That means that the garage wall is going to stay solid throughout this push, and anything else that might potentially be on the backside as well is going to likely stay locked and closed.
Yeah, DarkZero just need to play the angles on site now, hold over towards cafeteria and just watch for that drop. Eventually, if PSG Talon go for it, breach not opened up, so you don't have to worry about that. Yellow stairs still a factor, dungeon and spiral stairs as well. That's really about it. So it means for DarkZero, even though this is a 3 versus 3, there's not that many avenues of attack for PSG Talon. They're going to funnel in from pretty much a one-sided push. Soldier making his way down yellow stairs now with the Blitz. He's got the kit in hand. No nitro cells available right now for DarkZero. So if you can get into that smoke or get behind the pillar, it could be a good chance to get the plant down. Nafe will fall, but Soldier should be able to execute this plant nicely. But they lose Gotti at the exact same moment as Soldier does get the plant. He falls back towards bot yellow, so low on health. They'll get Nafe back up as well for good measure. And that means Soldier, well, he's probably not going to be able to clutch it from here as a 10 HP Blitz finished off, shot in the body as well for good measure.
Talk what you're doing.
Fabian, you can hear the intensity here. He's a man on the day, sort of on the break, and he's had keen words, strong words with the roster, but you need to have that. I mean, I think everybody remembers his speech when he was coaching G2 on that run that got them the hammer, the speech that turned the tide of a team that needed it. He's intense, but intensity is what the roster needs. Again, you know, Beaulo did great being able to pick the 2 kills on the top floor in towards Archives and slow this approach. The drop whilst they're going for the plant as well. Obviously the fight at the bottom of Spiral, drawing the attention. Great getting the down onto it. Here, the drop on the hatch. I mean, as the Blitz is planting, I'm not sure how much of a threat they thought there was.
They don't have nitro. Spawn pick attempt. But Misa's a little bit sharper than Gobi, who was just not quite aiming in the right spot. Takes the head of Gobi Lax off. Good start for PSG Talon in the second round. Shutting down that Vigil also shuts down a little bit of the roam game defensively for DarkZero to begin the second round. Still have Nafe bottom yellow stairs on the pulse, and Soldier fortunate to get away from Bambazu. Does strike back, gets him to half health. DarkZero showing early signs of aggression though on Consulate.
Well, coming into this game, PSG Talon had the worst entry statistic of any of the teams in the tournament. That's 2 rounds where they've been able to get that first kill. Yeah, the first round it was traded almost instantly elsewhere, but still, if that's a point of growth, it's one that's worth sort of getting your hands onto. Oh no, goodbye. Nafe, a very easy read with the Pulse, and this is a map that Pulse is just, Pulse enthusiasts, Pulse mains, they enjoy it, they thrive on it. You know, it's so sort of rectangular, it's boxy, you can get the reads on full approaches because it's just big flat walls. As you can see, the pings and the calls, there is nothing that Nafe can't really get to or get the read on across the 4 faces of this map with too much trouble. And you have a lot of free motion, and it just means that anything that PSG Talon do, especially in the situations where they're sitting and waiting, I mean, Nafe is just bleeding all this intel, and time is just ticking away.
Yeah, with verticality being so important as well, those nitro cells add an extra layer to it. Losing Ryder now on the buck, not ideal for PSG Talon. No skeleton key available, but they do want to try and play the vert. They've still got the Boogie Auto breaches from Ram on the Yas, but there goes Gotti. Another nitro cell elimination for DarkZero gives them the advantage for the final minute of this round. Despite Misa getting that opening kill onto Kobilax, who went for the spawn pick. Ever since then, it's all been DarkZero defensively. They've been pretty aggressive on their defense, moving around the map, denying entry position to PSG Talon. On the road, Still for DZ, I'm expecting them to want to push up, flank in behind on the first floor. They've got many options if they want to make their way back up. Lovely kill for Beaulo, too easy. Misa had absolutely no idea. They look like a team that just doesn't have the information. You've got so many drones as well still, PSG Talon. They just looked lost a little bit here in this second round.
Stalled out for a long time. It allowed them to fish with C4s. The flash attempt to try and cover the other angle, but it's an individual play that has netted nothing. Trying to hit risk and rewards, but sort of remember where the site is, what's been cleared and what's been held. Yes, you might be able to get a kill out of this, but you're the man with the kit and you can't even make it in time. Pamba, I kind of agree there. It was stalled out, the ellipsis, the wait, and...
That's all you! Can we push the bomb side, please?
Wall reactivating, great kill.
Yeah, Beaulo
Onto
doesn't need to
Beaulo.
take that fight. He does not need to take that fight. He's got Nath up close with the Nitro Soul. I understand what he's trying to do, but probably to try and bring Ryder into the picture. But a great kill from Ryder. You know, sharp angle, not a lot of pixels to really look at. Gets the headshot, and Beaulo's head is the only thing to really shoot. That's the issue with that kind of aggression through the hatch, and Beaulo does get punished. Play the Capcan though, the EDD's pre-played, so in terms of utility, he will still have an impact inside of this round. EDDs will still have to be dealt with. 90 seconds remaining, advantage again for PSG Talon. This is going to be their third round in a row, Emmy, where they've actually got the first kill of the round. They haven't won anything yet though.
Well, the confidence needs to come behind it. Think how much utility has been cost to get the entrance here, and NJR, easy.
What are they doing?
Just easy. The drone
There was
comes
a drone there.
a second too late, but why would you turn away from that situation? What are you looking for behind you? Why are you not fully focused on what has been the tight engagement point? You know that they've been putting pressure back from this side. And you have other players covering Visa window.
It's going to get swung here. NJR is going to surely get another kill. Here he comes. Oh, no. He still hasn't picked it up. Now he has. And Soldier elsewhere. A couple of kills. He's got 5 now inside of the opening 3 rounds. And just like that, DarkZero go from total control with the double kill and the kit on the floor to PSG Talon finding a way to salvage this with the kit acquired over towards Talers, get the plant down, and with the extra number inside of the server, PSG Talon now find themselves in a winnable round. And JR shot down by Soldier, who's got 3 very important kills. And down to just Kobilax with little to no health and little to no chances in this round. It's going to take a mighty, mighty effort of which he cannot stand up to the task. Talon stealing that one from Dark. They revert back to their old defaults, which aren't that great. So it's about just trying to stick with the game plan that you've been kind of given. Beaulo caught it vending, dead. Good opening kill again for Talon. If there's one huge positive to take away from so far this match, Talon with all 4 of the opening kills in the first 4 rounds, but the trade does come back eventually with Soldier's death, and that's a big death. He's been their best player so far for PSG Talon.
Well, not sure what Kobe found funny about how it played out. I'm sure we'll see later on. Either way, it's a 4 versus 4, and this is the moment that they can maybe change things up. They put the pressure on towards the vending position, got the shield out, got the player out, and now have still, unfortunately, a dangerous sort of crevasse to travel across and rotate towards the top spiral to give themselves that growth. Ryder is in, moving on the other side of the light wall. They can drop it and go for the sort of reverse swing around. They have the coverage. This is a very good idea. Hoping and baiting that the player will pop in, but this is the fight that needs to be won, and it's not. NJR tucked for only 1. Very important trade, and now look at the positions PSG Talon have. Coverage onto the rotate in. That C4 will not get the catch it needs. They've got to try and just drive themselves across another plant, and they peel themselves back. Can they withstand? If they can hold on to the meeting desk, the reception in the front wall, and the rotate on top spiral, then suddenly there's a very narrow split that they can work with. Yes, over the top, Nathan, important trade right back and forth, 30 seconds, and a 2 versus 2. He's on a sliver of health, gonna go for the long arm, but he's gonna hold on. No, he's up and he's off.
He got off it. I mean, he had pressure because of the 2 different players, 2 different angles. Despite the fact that one of them deeper back, Misa was never going to find it right again. Nicely executed from PSG Talon.
Really important. Really good.
on Gotti. You're looking what they've got to try and cover this right now. 2 smokes and a hell of a lot of flashbangs. It's just gonna have to be noise and aggression here. We start to get the push, 10 seconds, and Ryder finds the first onto Kobe. They're tucked deep in a great position, but if this C4 is the right way, which it is, well, now it's 2 seconds to get a kit. I don't know if they have the time. They don't. Too little, too late. The soldier isn't entirely just throwing himself in. He's very curious, and Kobe gets it. There's a trade out and a drop. That was the cover that I was talking about, and there's Gotti and Misa able to pick apart Nafe and Pamba. So, though you've sacrificed the blitz, technically it is a win on the end of it. He was being sort of attacked and scuppered by a few different players around him, and it's left Kobe a bit isolated. He could try and potentially find one more fight his way out, but he's not going to opt for it. Instead of rotating down as well, he goes back up. Gives PSG Talon more work to do on the clear, more work to do on the checking of the actual hold of the site itself. Now he has a bit of a support structure, another DZ player alongside him. They can try and, you know, rebuild themselves. If they can find themselves in a 2 versus 1, secure a kill cleanly, it's an even game again. And that is what they're going to try and operate themselves around with this vertical hold.
DarkZero have certainly had to deal with being a player down a lot in this first half, giving up 5 of the 6 opening kills. This time it was a little bit different, but then the double kill immediately after does keep PSG Talon slightly advantageous. Going into the final minute though, things have just cooled down. This is where DZ are at their best. This is where also, quite frankly, PSG Talon throw a lot of these rounds away. The inability to execute towards the site has been quite lackluster. Logic Bomb available from Misa and does call that out onto the remaining 3 players of DarkZero. Little drive-by, happily take that one onto Beaulo. Misa and Gotti though fall, and suddenly becomes a 2 versus 2 heading into the final 30 seconds. Flash just to try and offset NJR's position, and he does so deep inside a server. Had a nitrocell, now lost his life, and all down to the rookie, and Kobe lacked in a 1v2.
Yes, and Ryder, though, they don't have the kit. They had to go off and recollect it, and he's used that moment to swing round. They're going to go for the pickup. It's the right decision, because otherwise you head down and waiting for the end. Kobe is so low health, but what a rotate! Ran onto the back for Kobelax. He's able to get himself in, and no, what are you doing? The immortal words of why are you sprinting? With the setup, I think Misa playing around that position as well, and the Bandit, well, he's going to be the first sort of fight. Bit of ferocity, but again, a minute 30. Pockets of utility used, and look at the rotation here from DarkZero. They're, you know, trying to potentially now go up spiral. They're pushing their way up the Visa stairs as well. The coverage of the smokes. Here's the engagement, and it's Kobe that wins out against Ryder underneath. Bolo's with him. As I said, they're rotating towards spiral as well, and PSG Talon don't adapt for this. As has been sort of formulated here from the top of the stairs, it might start going away from them. There's 1 and 2! Misa gifted 2 kills there. Nathan Beaulo gone. Suddenly the body balance has flipped. He's about to find a shield, but the Echo's giving him the full read. Fantastic use and cover from Soldier in the meantime. The pressure on towards the corridor is a 3rd, not a 4th for Misa. Kobe shuts it down.
Yeah, is Kobe going to be aware that there's now one holding? He should, because that diffuse is in a bit of a bad spot. They've got 37 seconds. He's got to make a decision here. Push quickly, and he does. Through long dash back in towards the hallway. He can now play off of NJR. Again, they don't have that diffuser. I think it's stuck over towards main lobby, and if they don't go for it now, they basically have to rush the site, go for the kills. 2 on 3, just start pushing in, go for the swing. There it is. It's not going to get picked up. With so little time remaining, you have to just commit to the fight towards the site. Bulletproof camera, not ideal. Good kill though from Kobe. 3 in the round, almost looking for the ace. Can't win the battle up close though. Gotti with a shotgun, gets rid of him. 5 seconds left for NJR to find the 2 kills. Trying to shoot Yas through the wall. He presents, you know where the last player is, but no time remaining.
At this point, can the Deimos get anything? Pamba, for a player who's often had Pamba parties, hasn't really been able to have the biggest moments, at least in the games that we've watched. And oh, Frozen found the footsteps and then blew him up. Great combination of utility there, something that they suffered on the other side of early on as well, and it just shows the reactivity that we're starting to get, obviously, here, opening up some angles on towards the floor, but there is a player buried in secret that is being droned out. However, the crossfires...
They can't get breached now either. I mean, it's not going to happen, so you've got to go for a back push. I think this is a really good adaptation from Kobe to try and be the one, but he can't catch out Misa on the hard left side. Throws down a gas bait, expecting more, and gets the kill onto Pampersu, who is struggling immensely against PSG Talon. Pampersu's 0-7, and Talon are about to tie this game up unless Beaulo and NJR can change the course of this round rather rapidly. 35 seconds remaining. They do have the diffuser, but again, main breach is still reinforced. NJR and Beaulo playing separately. They can't really trade off of each other. And with NJR's death, it's all down to Beaulo in a 1 versus 4. Shot in the back by Soldier.
This is the strange... It's the strange split that even though PSG Talon had some of the roughest opening 2 days, and Misa, unfortunately, had the roughest opening to this round. Great place for Beaulo to be gifted that. You know, if they can win their 2 games and then other results can go certain ways, if 4 points for a win is, you know, a big difference, a clean win, especially. Suddenly they're up towards 8 points. Suddenly they're leapfrogging a couple of teams that do still have to play today, but it's everything they need. If they can do everything that is now within their power, then they're going to try and do it. It's obviously the tertiary site here on towards Piano. We didn't get a taste of it from DarkZero's defense throughout these opening rounds, but formulates itself in one of 2 ways. Either a heavy sort of play on the verticality, push the players out, get control, and get your eyes down against it. But you can see some of this pressure, but it seems like they're going for the other way. Get in towards the reception desk. Get the clear from sort of Visa side. Get yourself a pocket just underneath that you can shepherd them away from the visuals.
These attacks are so slow from DarkZero. That's certainly been quite a startling realization, because on the defense they were so aggressive. I thought their movement was great. Ryder gets a free kill on the Pampersu, who just can't play the game right now. I mean, he's just absolutely ineffective. Beaulo, though, has at least found 2. Another swing in. Nave can't win the battle. Loses out to Gotti, but fortunately Kobe was close by, therefore gets the immediate trade. Keeps the advantage with DarkZero. Heading into the final minute, and a far better little push in the middle portion of this round from DZ, because they've looked really slow on these attacks so far in the second half. At the right time, they pick up the pace, they get a couple of kills, and they've got themselves an extra number. Heading into the final 50 seconds, down to Ryder and Soldier to see if they can get a 3rd round in a row for PSG Talon and evidently take the lead.
Ryder is the stopping point. Kobe is trying to get the plant, and he's looking the wrong way. Beaulo is the cover.
That was quick.
A timeout, yeah, I mean, understandable.
Gasbabe is going to throw out a second one here very shortly. Losing a couple of players now. Ryder goes down. I think they might lose a couple more. Yeah. I mean, that's just Misa trying to get aggressive off of the Gasbabe. Well executed from DarkZero, and I love the time in which they've done it in this round. Faster pace, they had a clear plan coming out of the timeout, executed by Kenny. They've done it perfectly, even with the smoke. It hasn't really changed too much into this round for DarkZero. This is perfectly executed and puts a lot of pressure onto Soldier and Yas.
They don't have the kit right now, but instead of that, they're going to try and push onto Soldier, who's the sole one on the site. He's able to get one. He's trying to get out of there and find himself a route, but he just had nowhere to go. Yas. Now, 3 more players to pull apart. Kobe has recollected the site, but they had the watch. 6-4.
Good shit!
But pressure onto PSG Talon that are trying to isolate things in what is a bunkered hold. Now, as the death mark fails, Misa's feeling a bit curious. He's obviously been one of the tour de forces of killing, and he slipped past the window a second too late, but now is he trapped? Do they know? Oh, they don't know enough to stop it, but they don't know that. Nafe, not the first time he's been caught out by a sort of plucky PSG Talon player seeing an opportunity, but that's the kit cold on the far side of yellow. No one is massively close to it. They're going to keep getting the work done for now, because they know that they've still got to make it happen, and Misa's just going to play this power position, hopefully try and bait them into the swings. Beaulo's not going to risk the engagement, go outside, get the kit, find his way back ground elsewhere.
Yeah, and just curious, in case there's anyone wondering why those death marks are, of course, failing. You got the mute jammers up, so as long as that you're, standing inside of the mute jammer radius, that you will, of course, be able to deny that death mark. Just under a minute remaining is PSG Talon still with that extra player advantage. Kobe has been sensational so far in this match. 12 kills on the Deimos. Still has the death marks and finds the headshot onto Yas as well, successfully putting it back to a 4 versus 4. 40 seconds remaining. DarkZero looking to close out this map of Consulate. PSG Talon wanting to hopefully continue for a little bit longer. Misa towards top spiral. He's already done some damage from that position before, but no one there for DZ. Making the push again. Kobe gets one. Couldn't get the second, but he's got Hal Bambazu, who has arisen late in this match, but shut down by Soldier and now down to just 2 versus 2. The swing from NJR is clean. Rips the head off of Soldier, leaving Misa. One tap onto Beaulo. NJR no longer sticking the kit. Nitrocell will miss. Has the ping information. 2 seconds. Misa just has to hide. Will do so successfully. Clutch round from Misa and Talon.
The tower's being well read entirely, and there's yes, but he's a second too late to operate on that kill. They're going to try and track him, but he doesn't really mind. He knows he's been revealed. The Capital bolt from underneath through the gap is doing some of the damage towards Ryder. There's a smoke battle on the plant spot as well as Misa swings out, gets NJR, but there's the fight right back. All the way over the top of Spiral here in DarkZero. They just grab control of the long vending corridor, and at this point, yes, he's got to try and start operating his way back towards the site and the fight itself right now. They are toying, playing coyly with the door of the site itself, eyeing up the idea. Do we execute? Do we pull back? But all of this conversation is pulling away from the 40 seconds that we only have left.
Yeah, I mean, this is where, for PSG Talon, do they think about going for that counter punch, being aggressive? Goty's still a couple of gas babes. They're now gone, expended. Big kill for Ryder onto Beaulo. There's the Yokai as well. Burst goes out, and they've just cleaned house against DarkZero to force overtime. PSG Talon find a kill or 2 early on. The rest can then follow him from behind, funneling in. 14 and 8. Kobilax has definitely been the best player for DarkZero in this map. Feels like the only kind of player that's making something happen in the eventual pushes towards the site. Back in towards Expo for Pampas with the Kawan Hive Launcher. He can send the bees out, try and clear out some of these positions so that PSG Talon maybe can't quite stand in those power positions. Still got the mirror window to play off. Bolo's the one, though, that finds the opening pick onto Yas. Shuts down the 2-brow. Yellow Stairs control. And the final 20 seconds approaching here to begin overtime.
The risk right now is obviously, well, if they stop the planter, it could be the end of the round. We saw PSG fall to this hold, but the hold seems more solid here from the side of DarkZero. They have above, they have yellow, they have the cross, they have no chance of swinging out. There it is, perfectly demonstrated. Ryder does stop it with the C4, 3 seconds. What I talked about might come true. They just hold it down in time, but there's the cover. If they can find the kill, they do. PSG Talon punished the same way they were punished before. But what else can they do with it? I said they had limited options before. The focus will be on potentially clearing out the player above. Inside Piano, though, there is the idea of smokes, a couple of blinds. However, that would be free picking for Beaulo from above. This is a risk. This is a gamble. This is just a deep dive and hoping they push their way in. The Blitz is making his way onto Pillar. Goty, as I said, easily picked up. They know what was coming, and I mean, a bit of a failure to land here. Let's be real. They did one thing and then went for a play not with any pace. It was very easy for DarkZero to just set up and stop that.
It felt like a scrim round from PSG Talon where they wanted to try a certain execution, and honestly, like, you get the breach opened up, the smokes go out, and the Glaz plays behind it. I think we saw DarkZero try and do a similar attack in the first half, and they couldn't get the breach opened up, if you recall, Emmy, and so therefore it just ended up, you know, being squished. But PSG Talon, in theory, did a lot right to begin with until they just weren't hitting shots, and credit to DZ for being able to actually understand the attack that Talon were employing for this round, countered it pretty much straight away. I mean, there's a minute left for the remaining duo. Ryder's so low. Somewhat so is Kobe, but I think DarkZero are certainly looking like we are going to be heading to a 15th round. Yas is just gonna honestly send it in and hope that Kobe doesn't get himself out of that position, and indeed that is correct. Big kill for Yas. Versus 3. Tell you what, if you're a DZ fan, you might still have your heart in your mouth depending on the way this round is about to finish. That was a absolutely super important kill from NJR. Shuts down Ryder. Nath will finish it all off. We will get to all 15 rounds.
Nath as well. There's been very little, if any, focus on being able to successfully get the plant down, apart from this single round almost, but even then it's an almost.
My concern with DarkZero on their attacks, though, has been their pacing and their time management. Now, Yas is sitting in the middle of those gridlock stingers. Good watch, though, from above. It doesn't get the kill. I mean, that is incredible. Nave goes down, and that's probably was one thing that was always going to happen. Yas then finds another kill because they couldn't finish him off when they should have. That is a huge misplay for DarkZero, and JR, at least through meeting, captures out Soldier, deals with the Echo. Can't win the battle, though, against Ryder. NJR is frustrated. You can see it on the cam. Drop pro from Ryder with a shotgun, and Doty sends PSG Talon with the win on Consulate. They break the back and get rid of any kind of momentum. Ryder, though, yes, indeed, feeling it. Jumps out, gets the kill onto NJR, but no exit back into the building as Beaulo shuts him down on the rotate back in towards bot white. Still, it's an opening kill for PSG Talon, and it also highlights just the way they're feeling at the moment. They feel antsy, they feel like they can maybe get on the front foot, and that's a good sign for PSG Talon.
That's it. Be aggressive, be sort of on the explore here. NJR, the Lion, gone. They utilized it quite heavily on the previous map to try and get the control over the positions. The players weren't always the most scared of it from the side of PSG Talon, but now there's no fears at all. And NJR, we know how important they are for DZ on these approaches, but hey, we also know how important Beaulo is too. Pamba trying to fight their way here across top red, get some of the control as the smokes come in. I'm wondering what's going to come on the back of this. Are they just going to try and drop and go for the plant in the middle of the room? Pamba loses out inside Cigar. The shield is in. The blitz, Kobe trying to make their way around to find a fight. There's a bit of cover here on towards the side of Cocktail, and the pistol isn't going to win it out. Misa gets a double for the round, leaving just Beaulo, gets his second. But he's got to find an ace if he wants to start this off for the right foot for DarkZero. Yes, Soldier and Gotti. They have all the time here to work with. 50 seconds. He's just poking and prodding and peppering different angles to try and hope that he gets a bite. He almost has Wamai on the pixel shield there, but he's not quite able to get the destruction onto it. One gadget, but at this point he just wants the gun forward. An opener here for PSG Talon. Yeah, PSG Talon going to try and stick this now. Some teams do sort of rotate, drop down, and play their lives. They obviously have the hatch on the split, and they have the Scorpio shield, but Beaulo, I mean, how necessary he is for DarkZero. There's the swing, the coverage of his own shield, hiding behind a copy of himself as he looks for the fight. There's the second. Can he get any more? Yes, he can! Yo, he's almost on his fourth, but no, Kobe stops it. NJR gets a kill with a Claymore.
What is Gotti doing? He's literally thrown his life away and put Soldier, who was the first one downed in this round, by himself as the solo on the Echo. Now, can find some information, of course, on the Yokai. He does spot out Kobilax. Knows there's one inside of Cocktail. Knows where the other one is, but NJR shuts him down.
Let's go!
Where will they decide to start this pronged push?
Heavy bakery hold right now for PSG Talon, especially coupled with Misa on the smoke. It's going to really stall out this push from DarkZero. And the diffuser over on that side of the map as well, Emmy. So it's definitely a position that they're going to have to commit to now, trying to push through bakery, clear it out. I mean, you even got Yaps as well, tripling down over towards Small Bank. They do lose Soldier to NJR. Up to 4 kills for him now. The power of the vert from above with that train position. 30 seconds left in the round. Still, that diffuser needs to make its way through bakery. Despite all of the vert hold that DarkZero have, the actual kit itself still needs to get into the building.
So much has been sent trying to get Misa out of this position, and he's been able to survive way longer than he should have. They finally end him, but 20 seconds to make it land. Oh, it's a scrappy wedding fight. He doesn't get the full kill, though. Beaulo, again, importantly, on the cover. They can try and cross the distance here. They can start getting the kit planted, but they don't have a lot of time for mistakes. There's Nafe getting it locked inside. Will PSG Talon try and bite their way in? Pamba's got the cover. There's nobody to stop this. It's a post plant for what feels like the first time in a while, but doesn't last very long. DC just able to sort of set themselves up, wrest control of bakery with all that utility dedication, and from that point onwards, they had that route through with the vertical cover, well played and placed.
You think back to Consulate, it was a lot of this back and forth, right? So this would be 3 in a row for DC, especially on the attack. Beaulo watching for potential bot white run out.
It's about to have an echo drone for support to tell him exactly where to aim.
Oh, this is wonderful. They bait it with the drone to just try and take away the idea that he can come out on the backside. Beaulo has to reposition. He knows he's out in the open to take the fight. Kobe elsewhere finds 2 kills. So crucial for DarkZero. Misa has to just take this fight. You've got to push, and he does. Gets the headshot onto Beaulo. So a battle won for DZ elsewhere on the map, but a battle won there from Misa towards bot white as Kobe makes his way in towards bar. Flash deep in towards bar stock. 40 seconds left in the round. Playing behind the long bar. One in towards Cocktail. The swing from Ryder. He has owned that position so far on Cafe. Cocktail is his, but shut down by Naif. A rather dramatic round now comes down to a 2 versus 2.
That's it, Pamba's chasing Misa. It's 2 1 versus 1s right now, and wherever they can stack first is going to be the most important play. Naif and Pamba trying to get together, but there's the tuck player caught out. And now doubled up, and Pamba has the important cover, but to be honest, the person I think that's of most importance that round is Kobe. And here, and let's see if they can get the shut down. The blinds come out, the fire towards the top of Lumber that will allow Beaulo to just get a little bit of play space here. And, well, I was going to say, if they're not aware, they might get a strike towards it. And Pamba gets Soldier, who goes for the run out again. Christmas Door, same place. Similar result. Going outside the buildings so far. There's been a very brutal back and forth between these 2 teams, but you know, Soldier's already made that motion once throughout this round. They might be expecting it, they might not, but they're definitely prepared for it. On that eastern wall of this building, and now you have the man disadvantage. Don't have the Maestro.
Starting to really see DarkZero get a stranglehold on this game. Yes. The push-up red stairs needs to come a little bit quicker here. 1-for-1 trade between Beaulo, Misa, and Kobe. Ends up still, though, with that player advantage for DarkZero heading into the final minute. They've got themselves into a really solid position to find a 4th attacking round in this half. They're playing a lot better here on Cafe than they did on Consulate. Far more consistent. They look far more dangerous on their attacks as well. Consulate, plenty of times they stalled themselves out. Double stack in towards Reading, still a Nitrocell available in the hands of Gotti. Trying to take the battle on the top floor. Ryder loses that one. Nitrocell from Gotti does at least have an impact. Has a say in the round. 3v2, final 20 seconds.
They're going for the plant, though. Behind the chassis, they're not quite able to stop it at this point. The back and forth cover isn't netting anything, but there goes Gotti onto Naif. Does find the narrow angle, and now Beaulo holding onto the kit, waiting and wanting Pamba to offer some support, but Pamba is underneath. He's caught out by Yas, who's getting the spray across. Yas!
Earlier, Emmy, which is if they're going to go for a bakery hit, we can hold up above, play the vert angles, and he even said, who cares if there's 3 in bakery? That's exactly what he said, and Ryder finds the kill onto NJR, but he does so from Kochek. You've still got pressure towards train and mining. So I love the positioning here for Talon. They've really listened to Fabian's call here. We'll see if they can execute it.
Well, now there's one less on this side, but when will Pamba activate? Obviously, he could be the cover, the aggression, just to draw the player away. There's the call. There's the aggressive fight. He needs to sort of win it out, but he's got Ryder. And there it is, as Kobe does get one inside the side as well, or I think that might have even been above. Yas is gone. Will they watch this from the vertical? They are not opting to lean in towards the smoke at this point, but there's the cover, the pings, there's the fight with the class, and it's scrappy, but it's one out by Misa, a 2 versus 4.
Yeah, just as Gas died, Misa immediately rotated, got on the move, wanted to retake that train position. Again, listening to Fabian, they want to have that hold. If there's a bakery push coming, Misa listens perfectly, rotates, gets into the same spot as Gas, gets the kill, 4v2, 30 seconds left.
Soldier on the echo, he's up to the roof and back down. They tried to plant just behind the bomb chassis, but he knows that if he can keep this drone alive long enough, it is a win condition, but so is Ryder, checking everybody out of Kochek, leaving Josh Beaulo in a 1 versus 3. Seti is an important figure for any roster that he's on, but right now, it could be the difference of keeping them off the even half. It is pretty much impossible, though, with the echo and the watch. PSG Talon, they've been able to pull the game. And here we're routing ourselves towards that location again. Now, I said before how curious I am to see if it's a counter-strat play, to see if we are here for good reason. And even if you do counter-strat, it doesn't mean that it's going to come together. It doesn't mean It's as easy as it feels or looks. Doubling up on the fight here. Pamba takes a lot of damage, but it's Nafe that gets Ryder. Soldier does get Pamba. Removes the mirror window, but traded positions, and you've now lost your Hibana.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to matter too much. I think at least it's 1-for-1. I don't think PSG will be sweating the loss of the Hibana at this point in the round. They've cleared out washrooms. Ultracell in hand here from Nafe, maybe expecting Soldier or Misa on the rappel close by to the white hallway. Yas on the buck. Top floor, and PSG Talon clearly want the pressure. Getting it into the face of DZ, and NJR caught in the cross, loses his life as Soldier made his way in towards mining, unsuspected. And with that kill, PSG Talon up 4v3. An early attacking round could be so crucial for them.
It's a great close down there, but obviously, you know, they sent 3 players to try and get that sorted, 2 of them in the machine room, and then one of them going above with the buck, forced the pressure, but it leaves them not a lot of time. And they've obviously still, you know, not got the vertical control, so I think they're just going to have to try and get themselves in. Close breach on towards dining table.
Wow.
Yes, able to find Kobe. If they can get Nafe here on a quick direct fight, which they do, yes! Gets Nafe, leaves just Beaulo again. It's like we're back in the last round, but this time, he is the one locked down, caught by bees. They know where he is. He's using the smokes to buy himself a second. He's in the only position he can try and stop both sides, but he can't stop the flood of PSG. Well, so there's no pressure. NJR can put his back on towards Wedding. Watch down the corridor. Nafe, he's happy to focus. The entire team, as you said, is positioned to this position. And there's nothing that's drawing their attention away. He slips his way down on towards inside of red. The fight on towards Wedding, as I said, he was ready for it. NJR gets 1, gets 2. Locked it down here with a bit of a trade out on the bar side. And it leaves 5 seconds. And an attempt at a plant. Not entirely sure where he's going, but he has to hold the key. Somebody, you assume it'll just be NJR moving in and moving them back out.
Fucking go. Fucking go. Fucking go.
I like how we got a bit of shouting from the other game at the same time.
Down approach though for PSG Talon. Sometimes they can get a little bit ahead of steam, and with that then they start to panic, and if they panic they start to fall back into bad habits. As long as they still have 5 players up, they feel in control, they're doing things they want to do, but NJR, well, he's right now wanting to be the one to get DarkZero over this line of PSG. Another Nitro kill, courtesy of Nafe, as the push comes through from Ryder in towards Cocktail, where Beaulo is sitting and waiting. Stands up, meets his demise, and with that all tied up, heading into the final minute of this 9th round, still a huge opportunity presents now for PSG Talon. These attacking rounds are not going to be easy to come by, and when you get into this kind of position, but look at this double stack white stairs. Nafe and NJR may be feeling like they could put a dent into this round by flanking in towards those still in Cocktail.
With 30 seconds, with the verticality opened all above reading, they're setting themselves up for the attempt on the default. The procs will scream it out, and maybe that's when they want to go and put the pressure on, but with that gone now,
they're up, they're going.
That's it, they're going to make the motion happen. They're going to see if they put the pressure on. They're back down, they're trying to rotate. They don't have a C4 to stop it, but they got to do something here. Nafe is just going to swing on and pre-fire onto Gotti. NJR gets a double, and there just wasn't anyone watching for Nafe there at that point. He walks through the site.
Auto breaches doing their job of opening up the floorboards. No buck involved this round though for Talon to get even further floorboard control. Still a couple over towards actually the top floor as well for Talon. 2 in lounge, 1 on the balcony as well. Then you eventually start making their way down to this 2nd floor and getting more control, but they are opting to stick and wait and play the vert angles to hope that they can maybe get a pick or 2 through the floorboard, but it's not working. DarkZero are not presenting. The drop down into pillar for Misa. Finally, the go button now for PSG Talon to say we've got to try and hit towards the site. It is mining for this particular iteration.
Well, the player inside washroom isn't entirely forced out. Kobe finds the first, and it's right at Beaulo. Can he get gifted a couple here? Tucked in the corner, he goes wide, but it's actually already killed before he gets there. Swapped to the pistol by the Ram. Kobe's on a triple in the meantime. And it was just the wait, the response.
Next 2 rounds, oh so crucial, oh so required, and with that then just comes that added pressure. You know you can't make a mistake. And so when you know you can't make a mistake, you feel as if you don't want to make one, and therefore you're not aggressive, you're not confident. Especially when you're attacking on Cafe, that's not how you need to be feeling.
Will they be able to get something from the hatch? They set themselves up, and Gotti drops in the middle of a smoke right behind the bomb chassis. Is there an Echo drone? He doesn't have the kit.
Doesn't have the kit.
Oh, not entirely sure what's happened there, but Kobe's going to punish
it by now.
for it. The swap round, the kit is there. There's an Echo drone only a few centimeters away, so it's going to get the first stop. It waits, it baits, and it's caught. It's the C4 that does get Gotti, but it's a post-plant situation. They didn't have an option for a second attempt, so now the 5 versus 3. They can lead themselves on the intel. Soldier ducks round for a bit of cover, though, but if they can get rid of him, then they can just sort of long-arm it. There's nobody that can immediately try and stop it. There goes it down above. The vertical's been retaken. The freeze has been retaken. Ryder, he's going to try and get anything, but no. A flawless end for this, for the side of DarkZero. They're not going for the kit. Oh my word! Okay,
it was a split second.
We
they
cut
actually
away.
forgot that they have to counter defuse. You even heard the "oh my god" from the players. The microsecond of the heart in the mouth of the players. They totally forgot they needed to counter defuse and almost lost the round. That would have been quite something to see. They do get the counter defuse. DZ do win the round, and they win the map 7-4. Bank will be required, Emmy, in the world. I think it's going to definitely be more of a negative for them later on, deeper into the tournament. So if they can just find a way to just improve their pacing a little bit. I think their defense has been quite strong. It's NJR entry in towards lobby, but he does get tagged up. Initially wasn't quite sure where that was coming from. Front desk, though, has a couple of players for Talon. It's Kobe on the entry who finds the opening kill onto Gotti. It's been a great series from Kobe. Oh, left side, Gas caught in the corner. There's another one on the other side of the wall, Nave, on the other side of Long Desk. Up through Banana now comes NJR. Again, this is when DarkZero make their mark, and they make it indeed. Double kill straight away, 3 versus 1. Misa by himself, and Nath will get the plant down successfully.
I mean, they just threw themselves in towards site there. They sort of had the drone intel, realized there wasn't a lot that was watching them, a lot that could stop them. They had the first pick from Kobe, and then Kobe got traded out. But at that point, you've got 3 bodies inside the site. There's a 1 versus 1 that's happening around Spiral, but it doesn't really matter, because all it does is distract the player. Misa gets himself a bit further away, but it's a very tricky post plant to get it. And there's the explanation. Nave crouched on the kit, more than ready for that, but that was a bit of a smash and grab. You're catching them on a basement hold on Clubhouse, right? Push them down, have the players ready for the rotation. You can sort of see that that's what DZ are formulating themselves for.
Really good discipline as well from Pampasu. When you get that death mark onto Misa, you think maybe you can go push stock. Beaulo with the opening kill onto Ryder. Shuts down a little bit of that pressure towards main stairs. You've still got Soldier on the bottom of it. Yas now also getting caught towards open area. Forced to drop down. Pampasu knows that he's going to be able to offer more alive on the Deimos. More death marks can go out. He can, of course, open up certain sightlines. Final death mark activated now onto Misa, who's obviously gone all the way down to basement. And it's good information for DarkZero. They know full well now that PSG Talon, as the remaining 4, will all hold for lockers and CCTV, giving them pretty much full open and staff control. Terra is going to deal with the castle barricade. Nicely done from Nave. DarkZero just looking far more systematic in the last 2 maps than they do on Consulate. Consulate, they just looked disjointed, too inconsistent. So far, Cafe and even now Bank, through the 2 rounds that we've seen, looking far better.
Huge amount of pressure here that he's under. Gotti, he's doing his best to hold on. The smoke canisters will buy him a bit more time, and Misa's covering the hatch as well, so they can't just drop into servers behind them. So, where are NJR and Pam are going to try and make something happen from the back? There's Misa getting Kobe up through the hatch. As I said before, the beepers start popping off. They're inside, and Nafe is knocked immediately back out. And if he goes down with a kit, then it's a big rotate to have to try and get it. Will they even have enough time? There needs to be some activation from the other 3 guns of DarkZero. They're quickly rotating them around.
Bolt drop from Beaulo. He's full white, though. The timing a little bit unfortunate. Nafe also having to play off of this. Beaulo hoping that he can maybe clear out the backside. 3 versus 3 now. Nafe still very low. Big kill from Misa onto NJR. Beaulo and Nate both falling.
Not going to opt entirely behind it. Bolo's sticking around for a period of time, but it's Nafe that finds Misa cut through the core of the site as well. Huge loss early on. A smoke canister gone.
Yeah, 3 opening kills from 3 rounds. Pretty good start for DarkZero on the attack of Bank. They're really dominating the entry battles against PSG Talon. And yeah, as you kind of mentioned, getting rid of the smoke, no gas canisters to worry about in this round now. So DarkZero, not only do you get that opening kill, but even when you do eventually go for the side execution, don't have to worry about that smoke. So it's a big, big kill. And also, it's Misa. He's 5-2. He's playing really well.
Yep. And he's had a fantastic series all day as well. He was sort of the, absolute factor on the previous showdowns between them. He's +5 for the day roughly as well. He's one of the only ones that is positive. Here comes the blinds from Beaulo. They're forcing the players out. They hop themselves in towards Banana and away from the fight itself. Soldiers watching and waiting, but the plan is being attempted. Nath, he's locking in, and they don't seem to have the full awareness. There's at least a trade back and forth. It's a catch from Yas, but a post-plant situation with Ryder sat watching and only waiting. This sort of refuse falling away.
Well, I mean, for DarkZero, they adapted really quickly. They noticed that PSG Talon were not playing on site. They had no focus over towards open area side and staff side. They were just trying to play above, defend above, play the vert. And so what does Nath do? He just rushes in, gets that plant down perfectly. This is a very difficult retake because you essentially have to clear the exteriors outside. Nath sitting towards electrical. He can swing at any moment, trying to play behind the Kiva barrier, go for the long arm, but Ryder just dead immediately. He's still got someone over towards blue stairs, and it's an easy round for DarkZero. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a timeout from Fabian for PSG Talon. Blocked though pretty quickly by the keeper barrier of Gas. Something inside of Executive. But they're running out of time here, Emmy, leaving it down to the last 40 seconds before they make the push in towards site. Nath looking to repel in towards top square. He's done so now, 1-for-1 trade. Nath gonna look to hit the site.
Well, that's it. This is the moment and the movement they're trying to make Nath as the cover of a long fight, but there's nobody else to support him, so he gets dropped by Misa. Pops round, and now they just have to swing and throw themselves into an engagement he was more than happy to catch. Will he find another? No. Gets a big bite into Kobe, but as he rotates around 20 seconds, he's got to find himself. It's like a pop-up pirate game, but just Kobe in a 1 versus 3. And he might have said he didn't like the strat last time round, but this one's coming down to a tougher hold to break for DarkZero.
Yeah, that's big for PSG because they don't call the timeout, but yet they go and win the round. That's exactly what Fabian would have wanted. CTV. This is a very crucial round. Misa 8-2, holding stock. Opening kill though from Yas onto NJR. And that's the Capital dealt with nice and early. You bring the Capital Grim combo, really good for clearing out positions. Soldier will fall. Good answer back from Kobe, who has just continued to be the best player in the server in this particular match. A bit of a struggle for Misa, but eventually the pistol will do the job, gets the kill onto Pampazoo, and keeps the advantage with PSG Talon. Yes, the trade came through from Nath, but a little too late. They lose Kobe, and they've already lost that Capital. And suddenly, you're left with a Flores and a Habana, and you've got to go and deal with Locker's CCTV that still has a smoke up with 3 gas babes, and even those Zoto canisters, a Nitrocell. This is well and truly set up now for a PSG round win. Surely they don't fluff this one to Beaulo and Nath.
I mean, they're both hugely capable players here, but at the same time, as you said it right, they've got to be gifted some moments here by PSG Talon for this to fall away.
Zoto.
It'll slow down the breach, it'll slow down the motion, and with 3 smoke canisters in the C4, as you said, I mean, they're just gonna have to try and drop Nath. I think he's gonna want to try and plant just close on the wall itself, but there's the freeze, there's the play. Yas doesn't give away his entire position. It changes to the pistol there so he can try and silently destroy them, and, Nath's done a walkabout. He's had to come back. They finally get a bit of the wall open. They've still got to bait the smoke canisters. He could start throwing them now. And it would net results. The C4 almost gets a double, but Nath does get the smoke. Nath gets Gotti. He gets one more. He hops on the table. And now the cover is caught as well, a 1 versus 1. Beaulo runs in deep. He knows he wants the engagement, but is being pinged by a Maestro on the back end. But Ryder takes that one to the end, but it all got so much closer than it should have.
Yeah, big from Ryder. Player that he's backing himself in, and he gets the headshot onto Beaulo. Perfectly timed for Soldier. Deals with the ram. Advantage for PSG, looking to get themselves a 4th round here on Bank.
Well, the drone is deceived. They're trying to hunt, and there's almost a second.
He's low, though. That's a Blackbeard. That's low. And you've already got that first kill onto Beaulo. So that's job done from Soldier. You've done your job. You've played your role on the Vigil. You killed one, and you've done, 80 to 90% on another.
At this point, Yas playing underneath. They're going to be maybe the next bit of threat. We've seen them play this position before, get a couple of kills, the stretch on towards the side of open, just giving yourself that Archives wiggle room that needs to be forced out. Pamba does find Ryder though, gets himself a second across the bow of the office side. And now with Misa rotating up the top, this could be that moment. How checked is this rotation? You can see that there's some awareness from the player to his right on desk. He's slipping either side, well aware NJR, someone's near, but he's not quite sure where, so he's not going to sit around and find out what happens. It's Gotti that gets NJR though, and Nate's going for the plant and the cover! Entirely caught out, there's the black pit, there's the drop! Misa making magic happen throughout this series time and time again, and now Pamba has to try and pull this round back in, finish an ace to get it locked off, but it's time off and a 4-2 half for PSG Talon.
Good fucking flank. You're great, Misa.
A chance at closing this map out. They've just got to make sure they're clean on defense, don't allow PSG Talon to do anything too special, and certainly don't allow them to get any kind of momentum. This round's important because a 5-2 lead, that's a decent buffer. That's one of the bigger buffers that we've had in the series. Opening kill from Kobe, no surprise there. The man has been absolutely fragging out in this series, by far the best player for DZ, but he does lose his life in the exchangement against a couple of players towards the square side of the map. Soldier then got the kill. And with that, all tied back up. 4 versus 4. You lose the Grim, but you lose the Azami. I think all is quite fair right now.
I mean, as you said, Kobe's been the standout player throughout this total. I think it's about +10 around all of these engagements throughout the entire series. So if he can start getting some of the games and some of the moments that he had at the very beginning of this showdown, where he was, you know, getting a couple of 2Ks, 3Ks threaded together.
But also the entries from Kobe. He's 6-2, 123 EPS. He's been the best when it comes to DarkZero. Misa's been the best when it comes to PSG Talon.
At this point, PSG Talon, they're getting themselves the awareness to lock down the defenders. They've pulled themselves further and further back. 1 C4 and 3 smokes. We talked about how vital that is, especially at the minute mark. You've got to juggle a plant, and yes, okay, PSG Talon, it almost went away from them. Doesn't mean DarkZero are going to suffer the same slip-ups here. You've got to have a curious drive. You've got the 2 smokes, the flashes. What else is the cover at this point? There's nothing really in terms of the cover of the bees or the shields. That's not something they've opted for, so instead it's this. Play against the bulletproof that's reading all this information, and then play against this. Cannot stick that. There's the first smoke with 30 seconds, and now a dead Misa. They're gonna have to try and drive this somewhere to an off-the-piece plant position. Soldier, he cannot sit on the default. Another smoke canister, a C4 could be the end. You can't really keep backing out at this point. Something else needs to happen here, PSG Talon. And it seems like they're well prepared for it. There's the smoke, it goes deep, the cover, they're already lined up, they can't shoot it out, and now is the motion. Pamba pops up, gets Gotti, they're going for the plant elsewhere. A C4 will be not even the end, because Beaulo swings round, and just not enough done early enough, and nothing to try and stop it. 4-3.
Yeah, I watched it off APAC, and that is just a rather default and poorly executed surface side hit on lockers and CCTV.
In the role of the Blackbeard, one of the highest preference operators we've seen across this tournament. Misa gets Pamba. And I mean, it was a surprise to all of us.
I don't even think Medics was ready for it.
No, he wasn't, and we at least got the end of it, but still, Pamba, it's an early drop for the smoke of all people, and maybe they were caught out of rotation. You're losing them above the site itself. You're thinking of how they denied it so well previously, and here, I mean, can they get the motion behind it? Beaulo, tracked and hunted by a Deimos who's going to swing in, but the cover is actually on the window. Misa! Wow. What a vendetta! And that's his second for the round, but he is all guns blazing. Go, 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 Nate. Is he going to try and sit around, get one before he's forced out of the position? There's the swing, and he does. Big kill on towards Misa, removes that player, and then still gets the rotate back down.
Yeah, and Misa's just the one that's making things happen for PSG Talon in this particular map. 14-5, happy to play the entry, be aggressive, put pressure on the Beaulo, try and force him back into a position that he doesn't want to be in, get the kill, and deal with the smoke, so don't have to worry about that in terms of the later stages of this round. And you still got a lot of time. Why? Because you pushed aggressively early on as the attacking team. That's exactly what Talon needs to do. They've done it well in this round. Sure, it's only the 1-player advantage, but they've got so much time. They've got top floor. They've already forced DarkZero back to staff and open, so you can now start to corral around the site, put pressure on over towards Archives, comes Ryder. You can try and open up admin. Of course, you've got top floor. Soto canister still in play though from NJR, but they've got no nitro cells, so not a lot of utility defensively. for DarkZero going into this final minute. This is the kind of round that PSG Talon really need to try and convert and really mainly give themselves the reward for that entry from Misa. You've got to do it for him. Do it for Misa.
They've got an angle now through just the side of the Tubarão, and they're going to start getting some of the damage, but NJR wants to peek it right back. He shows up to see a Blackbeard. And the support that's coming just from behind him, Nath, across the seating area. And there's Ryder, takes care of NJR. Gets the reverse peek. The Blackbeard's reading all of this to the rotate of Ryder over to the window to force the fight with Nath, but he doesn't even need to be there in time because he's dropped. Kobalax, all that's left, trying to hold on. He's on a soft out, just wants to go to a rotate, but he tries to fight his way out, understandably.
Which would give them a small lifeline going into tomorrow.
Beaulo sort of juggling the pressure onto the windows and the grenade!
No. Oh no,
Through
Beaulo.
a gap in the Kiba barricade could only have been, but the Kiba barricade itself, I don't know how it works, but it's worked. And at this point,
He felt safe. He looked like he didn't care about
I would
the
have
nade.
felt
Yeah.
safe.
He couldn't believe it either. Straight away, he's just put his hand on his face. He's like, what has just happened? And another opening kill for PSG Talon here. 2 in a row for them. Nath does get rid of Misa, though. That's the big star power off the board for Talon. Nitrocell from Nath over towards Doc. Finds the kill onto Ryder. Handy, because they just lost NJR. Well, what a shot from Yas on the Carly to get the kill onto Kobe. And Pampazu losing his life. It's all down to Nath with the Blackbeard shield right in front of him. He tries to fight back and does do so. One, no more, though. Match point for PSG Talon.
If they go exploring down Garage, they might be able to net a result. There's the drop here. Maybe they just try and hit it. Pamba does find Soldier. The Blackbeard is in and trying to find a fight. And at this point, DarkZero, they've all generally fallen back. Beaulo does find Gotti. There's the trades out. Ryder finds Beaulo. But it's one against pretty much everyone. At this point, DarkZero, they weren't, you know, slow, instantly back to the side, instantly responding to the hatch drop. It was a good attempted read from PSG Talon, but DarkZero well prepared. There's one. At least the Blackbeard's tucked into the corner.
They've still got so much time. So, I mean, I like the pacing right now from Yas and Ryder. They don't have to run around and be frantic. You've got a minute and 20. They just kind of keep moving around this vault section, but a headshot from Pampazu on the Ryder is definitely going to put an end to this round. I do wonder if we're going to see a timeout get called at the conclusion of it. Yas does get another one, but 2 required. NJR is quite low, certainly winnable. I mean, he has the kit in hand. There is 60 seconds. He can go for a big rotate. He can go just about anywhere. So the fact that Nath and NJR aren't really moving around, they're both playing together. He spots one. There is one more to your left, but Yas isn't aware of it. Nath is just holding. He's not moving. At this point, Nath might be aware that his position is unknown, so he can't move. Yas runs around. He's moving close. Left behind. Bot main stairs. Oh, that was a heart-in-mouth moment. Nath stands up tall for DarkZero. DarkZero's got some really good map control right now. They're playing this pretty well. They're not making any kind of mistakes. And Talon just look a little bit hesitant. Oh, they run into the Blackbeard. Soldier almost claims 2, but only the 1. And in the end, we're all tied up 3v3. NJR low towards top main. Big swing from Nath. He's standing up late here on bank. 2 versus 2, still time. Got him with the kit towards Printer. A spot over towards Beepers. Nath forced back on the Azami. Beaulo needs to get involved, but he's just got to sit on the site and wait as they play together inside of Towers. Keep a barrier. Gotti and Misa with 30 seconds left. Towards Archives they go.
They've got to try and hit. This is a 2 versus 2. There's no way to play around it. They're going for the plant itself. Pull the goo mine out, and DarkZero, they're kind of letting it happen right now. The post-plant situation. The close angle. There's 1. There's 2. PSG Talon. They lose. They take a break, and they bounce back for blood.
What up?
What's up?
It was unfortunate stuff happened. Some unlucky
Yeah.
stuff for sure.
Yeah, it was a bit unlucky.
Dude, that nade on you when you were in CEO.
Dude, I know, bro.
That was horseshit, bro.
Dude, how the fuck does that kill me?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Even the
It, like,
observer went and watched it back, and it's just like, what the fuck is that?
yeah. If anything,
Yeah.
it looked like it somehow went through the floor, even though it wasn't broken at all, and then somehow just killed you. It was some bullcrap. Yeah.
I've never even seen that before. That's I feel like people have thrown nades there since the dawn of time and have never seen the damage go through the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
On the bright side, you guys are locked in for playoffs for sure.
Yeah, fucking, we're locked in for loser bracket. No, actually,
I think
no,
there's
we're
a
not
chance you
necessarily.
still make upper
There's
bracket.
a chance that you still make it.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking at the points right now.
Raza needs to lose. If Raza loses, like straight up, like they just get 2-0'd, then you guys are good. And they are playing against Falcons, it looks like. So as long as Falcons 2-0 them, you guys are guaranteed.
Well, here's another. If I don't think Falcons are going to 2-0 Raza.
I don't know. It's possible.
I don't know.
They're
Falcons will probably
think
end
so.
up trolling. I'm gonna be real. That seems
I
like
think-
something they'd do. Remember, Gotcha, when somebody can troll us, they do troll us.
There's a what is it? If Raza beats Falcons,
Yeah.
once Falcons bye,
They already had it. It looks like they play.
yeah, so
They play Raza.
they
And
play
play
BDS.
Yeah.
So
it's very possible.
If they lose both games, they have to lose both games, and then they would get loser bracket.
Yeah.
Which I would say is more likely, even if
That's
they get a
definitely
map.
possible.
Even if they get a map, on each series, we would be above them. So Falcons have to lose, or Raza has to get 2-0 today.
Yeah.
Like if in any scenario where Falcons is going to win, they have to 2-0 Raza, and then they go down.
Yeah.
I
mean, I think it's still very possible that you guys make upper bracket.
Yeah, I think it is. It's probably like in the majority.
Yeah.
It's probably in the majority, but I mean, dude, that's such a fucking troll, bro.
I'm just assuming you're gonna get trolled because that's what always happens. So.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
No, Gotcha. You gotta assume the fucking worst, Gotcha.
Yeah, we're gonna get trolled.
You're gonna get trolled, and you hope for the best, but assume the worst is happening.
Yeah, we're definitely getting trolled. So
it's
gonna be a loser bracket run here.
I mean, winners brackets for fucking losers. So.
Yeah, screw winners bracket. Hey, but at least you guys are locked in for playoffs. That's the bright side, regardless, right? So.
Wow, thanks, Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, gotta look on the bright side, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like being in a big pile of shit, and then like the sun eats away at a certain little corner, and you get to see the fucking sun.
Well, at least the sun's shining on this pile of shit.
Yeah, hey, the sun's still shining, mother trucker.
I guess.
Make sure Kangaroo Ryan gives NJR a good handy today.
Yeah,
he was going through it.
On it. Yo, did you see that thing on Cafe where it's like we all got up and like no one's fucking defusing?
Yes, man. You guys were not locked in,
excited.
man.
Yeah, who was the one that actually said, "Yo, we gotta defuse"?
That was me. I'm like,
I
guys,
it would be you.
I literally stood up and I'm like, why is everybody standing the fuck up? I looked at the screen and Nath is just sitting there.
Dude, thank God you said something.
Were you the only one dead?
Dude, actually, yes. Huh?
You were the only one dead at that point, right?
I think so.
I was alive.
Oh, why didn't you defuse that ass?
Because I was upstairs.
He was like further away.
Yeah, fair.
Rob or Pamba and I retook top, and Nathan Kobe exploded bottom.
Yeah, and then they exploded out of their chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's whatever, bro. That's fucking shit. Fucking shitty ass shit. Whatever, dude.
Poo ass, poo hole.
Hey,
whatever.
It's all good. It's all good.
Whatever, man. Oh my god, fucking troll. And now it's like, it'll probably be like, in the event that we like won 2-0, there was like certain scenarios that would have had to happen, and like that'll probably happen now for us to potential or hypothetically could have gotten first, and so those variables will probably happen now.
Of course.
Well, even if you guys did 2-0, there's still the possibility if like BDS 2-0'd or if
well, what I'm saying is like in the event that we were to 2-0 them, there would have to be certain variables for us to get first in the group. Which now, what I'm saying is now, like that probably will happen because we're not in that fucking situation. Which is like, the universe is like giving you a big fuck you.
Well, let's see how things shake out. We'll see.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter now. It doesn't fucking matter now.
Do you want to talk about the The rappel fight?
I mean,
I said we'd only bring it up if you won the round, and you guys won the round.
Well, I mean, there wasn't. What about it? That's just a fucking rappel fight. Is there any?
It just looked goofy on
Yeah,
our
it was
side.
very
Like, it was just like
goofy.
goofy fight.
Well, it's like, dude, the wall he's on is like super dark, and he's default vigil. So it's like, okay, if he's left side,
He
I
was
can barely
dark.
see him.
Still dark though. He was dark though.
That was fucking vigil.
That was a dock.
No, that was definitely Doc.
Because he even docked himself mid-fight.
Yeah, he
and kept fighting.
stemmed himself mid-fight.
Oh, on cafe. Oh, on
on
cafe.
cafe. He's talking about cafe.
I mean, yeah, there's no real. Oh, okay, that's whatever. I don't. Yeah, that's whatever.
That's the way she goes.
Yeah, it's like if I get off the
one.
rappel, then I'm dead.
Yeah.
So
It seemed like you guys were a little bit sleepy on the beginning of Conflict.
What a bit EP?
A little bit sleepy.
EP?
Like waking up basically.
EP?
Like the first half looked a little bit uncoordinated, but then you guys started waking up essentially.
yeah, I honestly don't even know what console it was. It's whatever.
Is it a blur at this point?
Yeah, it's already forgotten. So I don't care.
The Dave
We'll learn
was
from
having a
it.
little hard on that one.
Yeah, we'll learn from it. It's whatever. That's fucking so depressing. That's the thing that sucks the most is like losing to a team you should be, even though like you shouldn't be setting those expectations, right?
Right.
But it's still like we should beat those guys. Those guys should not beat us.
Yeah. Even in that series, you guys should have won had you not just made like some small mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is probably going to be the match talked the most.
Man, Ryan
For
about
us,
to beat
yeah.
ass.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's okay. Sometimes you need a swift ass beat.
Yeah.
True that. Sometimes it wakes you up when you get beat, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What a weird fucking record. 0-2-2-0.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, we went fucking three maps the whole fucking group stages, every series.
Yeah.
You're giving us
we
some
were
good
talking about that a
entertainment
little
at
bit.
least.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Doug.
More content for chat.
Doesn't look enthused by that.
No, I'm not. I was not. No.
I bet Luke
All right,
is pulling his hair out.
Any questions from chat? So I can go fucking drown my sorrows or something.
Oh, you're gonna love the
let's-
chat questions. This is gonna be rough, I think.
Ari says, tell NJR to stop being a downer. The Debbie Downer.
No, that's not what she said, but
Yeah,
I like the reaction.
I'll tell him that right now. I'm sure it'll make him. It'll turn it around so fast.
How many vibrations
Nick.
did you feel today?
Not too much. Not too much. After my repel fight.
There was actually a fair amount of subs going on. There was a tier 3 in there today.
You might need to
I didn't
charge
feel it.
that thing.
I felt the tier 3. I felt the big tier 3.
Okay.
I think that's what fucked me up on the repel fight. I was trying to get off the repel, and then I
you're just
fucking lost all motor functions. Thanks, tier 3 guy.
That prostate was about to fucking rattle away.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Favorite beer? I don't think Bo's a
Man.
beer guy.
I'm slowly getting there. I don't know, man. I like sweet shit. Fruit beers, ciders.
Ciders. I think we already got the thoughts on the Azami nade. I think that's a given as well.
Yeah, that was bullshit. I mean, like, it's because it's a fucking BB in my window, bro. And I was like, dude, I don't want to go left here. Like, maybe I'll just, I don't know. Maybe he's like gonna try to ADS me as this nade goes. Like, I could have proned, but like, I just in my mind, I'm like, okay, there's no fucking way this kills me.
Nah, somehow you got
shouldn't have killed
Tarkov
you.
in Siege, bro.
Yeah, there's like
Somehow
no way
you
this
got
kills
Tarkov in
me.
Siege.
If only it was a teammate that threw it.
Yeah.
What's the plan for the off day?
Dude, I don't fucking know. We're gonna have like
You have two
We're
off
gonna
days.
we're gonna scrim. We're gonna scrim and re-look at some strats, look at all the matches, and just fucking kind of reevaluate going into playoffs wherever we're at, loser bracket or upper bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yo, Native said 2 beautiful men on my screen gonna make me act up. We need some Native love. Native's the fucking homie.
Fucking Native. Fucking, did he drop a 99-month sub or something?
600-year sub.
Yeah.
Bro's in the prehistoric era, fucking subbing the bow. And me.
Oh my god.
Want to go go-karting this weekend? Imposta wants to go go-karting. You want to go go-karting?
God damn it. No, man. I'm not fucking go-karting this weekend.
Okay,
Got shit to do.
No go-karting.
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Steve. No go-karting.
So, what are you gonna do to cheer up? What's on the agenda to mind off this series?
Might go hit some ramen. Hit the
Ramen,
bar.
just start gooning.
Play some cards. Fucking drink some beers.
Not
fucking
the
eat some
cards.
fries.
You guys are a proper British team now. You know that?
Well, the other Brit didn't know about the cards. We're introducing everybody to it. Even
Who
Lucas.
started the cards? Was it Nave?
Yeah. You have the first fifth, right?
No. He's just talking about like in the team. I think it was like a mixture of like Nafe and Troy.
Nave Troy.
Oh,
had the
Troy
cards.
started playing
Yeah.
too. That's
Yeah, I
funny.
think so. I mean, it's just chill, drinking games.
Yeah, get some coup going.
Or Mint as well. I think it was like a collective.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, Mint plays board games too. We fucked around.
Yeah.
How's our boy Lucas doing in Boston?
Yeah, how you doing, Lucas? How's Boston?
Why is it not switching? You're on cam.
Yeah,
Definitely
What is
aging
up, brother?
faster watching these BO3s.
Yeah,
You know?
me too.
Yeah.
I'm like 45 now.
Yeah, I'm 42. I'm catching up.
Jesus Christ.
That's been good. Been good. Are you actually going to ramen today, guys?
No, probably not.
You're not getting
Probably
ramen?
the bar. I when I said it, I was like, oh, we went there fucking yesterday, so definitely not.
What you gonna get?
But we're probably just gonna hit the bar. Honestly,
No loser poutine?
no.
That would make you feel real good.
Oh, dude, they have crazy clam chowder and lobster rolls in Boston. I don't know if you know.
Don't do clam chowder. You can do a
I saw
roll.
like a lobster shack, so I don't know, bro. The
Yeah.
thing is, it's like that's like something I probably don't want to eat in the middle of an event, just in case.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like lobster might be okay. I wouldn't trust the chowder though.
Yeah.
I might be shitting
Lobster
off
roll.
the chowder.
Yeah. Whatever, bro. Oh my god, fucking shitty ass fucking day. Bunch of fucking shitters. We are a bunch of shitters.
Okay, we're in there with you. We're part of the shitters. Bro thinks he's on the team. Somebody said to open a P.O. box so you can send baby stuff to Bo. I told him to do it, man. Didn't do it.
Baby stuff.
I had to buy it all when you guys could have done it for me. I'm pissed.
I don't think Chad would have gotten what you got, so.
Yeah, the fucking the shitter bin. Did I get the shitter bin? I think I got the diaper bin.
What did you get?
That was one of them.
You got a couple things.
I got that thing on me.
In other news, Gavin's been popping off wearing your sleeve.
Yeah,
Pro
Sleeve.
Sleeve GG.
Well, yeah, Gavin's been running that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking beast.
Gavini.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we gotta get all of them new ones. Like fucking Kimchi is rocking the old sleeve too.
Kimchi's got all of them.
Does he have the new ones too? Oh, okay.
Not the new one, but
yeah,
I want it.
He's got
he was
the
rocking
Lotus.
the OG one at least when he was playing.
Yeah.
Oh, question: why are you not on? Why are you on Smoke on Top Cafe? I'm upset.
I think I'm reading.
Well, one sec. This is fucking Kimchi with the shit.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's my boy.
All right. Dude, I don't want to leak, bro. It's
I got
mainly.
you don't have to.
It's, well, okay, so it's like it's for.
I know why you have smoke. I just why you.
No, it's me and the smoke. It's like nice in the end if I happen to be alive, but the reason I have the smoke is for something that kills me 100% of the time. So it's like for
I
top
need this.
for top four cafe, it's either there's like three options.
Yeah.
That's fine. There's three options. It's like fucking, you do the B2 take, you do a piano take if you're doing the top. B2, piano, or cock.
Cock.
So you're either gonna kill the B2 guy, you're gonna clear piano over, which is pretty shit, or you're gonna kill the cock guy.
I feel like
kill
I haven't seen
guy.
anybody else. You kept talking about this jump in white window bullshit. I haven't seen any other team do this.
True.
You were saying it like it was the gospel of Lord Jesus Christ himself.
True.
Yeah, people do it.
I haven't seen anybody else do
People
it.
haven't been running it against us. I mean, like PSG's not gonna fucking run it.
Oh, are you saying better teams run it? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think it's probably more of a North American thing.
Oh, okay.
I do think Brazil would probably do it.
Yeah.
BDS, I don't know why they went piano side over a lot of the time.
Was that?
Well, it also depends on our setup. So there's like if there's like bunker setups, that's what fucking they're gonna probably just go piano. They're closer.
Was that a Brandon Carr strategy? He came out of management to just bring out that because he likes jumping in that window.
Yeah. Only like 3 people get that reference.
Yeah. If you've watched a DZ TSM match, you'd understand.
Okay. Anywho, the smoke is to fucking protect me from the cock takes.
Yes.
It's literally to protect me from the cock takes.
Might
And
be good for
in the
shields
event,
that push you too.
Not really. I mean, no one's gonna fucking push a shield through Skylight. The only shield that's gonna ever go cockside is a BB flying in heaven.
Zooming.
Yeah, but basically, it's just for me. It's for whenever they inevitably go for me, because that is probably when you're the cocktail player, and if they want to kill you cocktail, that's probably the worst fucking shithole spot to be in. Like clubhouse rafters, fucking this bank quad, all that shit does not matter. Cocktail, you are fucking dead. You just hope that you get one fucking kill.
Yo, Sir Laxon, thanks for the fucking 2 months. He asked if you felt the vibrate.
What?
The Christian just said someone heading down for catering.
Catering? No, I'm not. If you want to go.
How's the catering? How's the food?
Yeah, it's nothing special.
Standard event food?
Yeah.
Brekkie okay at least?
Brekkie's fucking sweet.
Lucas and I order acai bowls.
Acai bowls? Damn.
Yeah.
Lucas getting everybody on those acai bowls.
Yeah.
This is the fucking best, dude.
It's alright.
I've never had one. It's too expensive for me. I can't afford that.
It is pretty. It's pretty expensive.
Sounds too liberal to me.
Yeah,
it is pretty liberal. Not gonna lie.
Fucking Californians, bro.
I want to die.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's all good. Recover. Reset.
After game workout, I'm sure he's about to do quite the opposite.
Yeah, and I want to die. I want to just fucking.
Gonna eat his heart away.
Yeah,
I think
honestly.
you need to watch Top Gun Maverick.
All right, maybe I'll watch
Top Gun with the beach scene.
There was a scene where Tom Cruise, he was really down in his luck. He thought that he'd never fly again. But then he gets to fly again.
Wow.
Thanks, Scotch.
Inspirational.
That's so fucking sick.
Thank you.
That is so sick.
Fantastic.
Holy shit, bro. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Holy shit.
Oh, he's gonna be pumping something, Zarbo, but I don't think it's gonna be iron.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Fucking kill me. I'm not making it out of Boston alive. Alright, chat. Fucking sub the channel. Fucking
Say thank you to Poge. Whenever you sub the channel, you support me and you support Poge, not Gotcha. So drop them primes.
We'll get
Get the
more if you
boats on.
say that.
Get the prosleep.gg. All those mid-ass kills that were impactless and didn't get us rounds today were brought on because of the pro sleeve. So if you want to be mid and fucking have a solid chance of clearing upper bracket and groups and you don't want to do that, fucking get a pro sleeve. Fucking all right. Peace out, chat. Thanks for subs. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry.
Okay, good luck.